Assalamu alaikum students. Today we will solve exercise 8.1. So first of all we will just understand the concept of graph, that what is graph. So let's draw the graph. Okay, there we have two perpendicular lines that are intersecting on the point origin. So this is the origin, you can say it origin, O point. Okay, origin. So this line is the horizontal line, you can say it x-axis, and opposite to it there is negative x-axis. Okay, this line is the perpendicular line or the vertical line, you can say it y-axis, and opposite to it there is negative y-axis. Okay, so it is very simple graphs. It is also called coordinate axis, इसे coordinate axis भी कहते हैं. And so these are the points, and we have to draw these points on the graph. So the concept is in these points the first value is representing the x and the second value is representing the y. Okay, so there is -4 and 3. So in the left side you will draw the 4 points. You can use the graph paper, but I am telling you on the board you can also use the graph paper. There are some blocks, and you can just mention the block by counting the number. Now I am just drawing it. 1 2 3 4. So 1 2 3 4. So this is -4. Okay, -4, x is -4 and the y is 3. Y is 1 2 and 3. So this is 3. So how can you represent it? You can represent by just mentioning, here we have the point, there we have a point, there we have a point where there will be meet. Okay, you can represent it like that. And q is -5 -2. So the name of this point is P. Now you will represent q, -5 and -2. Okay, -5 and -2. -5 is the value of the x, 1 2 3 4, and there you have value that will be the -5. Okay, and also -2. -2 is the value of the y. You can say 1 2, that is -2. So you can just, I'm writing it in this side, you can just represent it like that. There you have q. Okay, now r2 2, the value of x is 2 and the value of y is 2. So there you have 1 and 2, also 1 and 2. So this is 2 and this is 2. So you can just represent it like that. There you have the concept of the third point. You can say it R. Okay, the last point is 2 -6. The value of the x is 2 and the y is -6. 1 2 3 4 5 and 6. There is -6, and there you have the value of x is 2. You can simply represent it like, so this is the name of the S of this point, P Q R and S. You can represent these points like as. Okay, so first question is done. Okay, now we will solve question number 2. I have some parts of question number 2, first, fourth and fifth part, so it will be easier for you to understand that how will you represent it on the graph. First of all, I will represent x is equal to 2 on the graph, which means only the value of x is given. The value of y will be considered here 0. So you will represent it like I'm drawing a graph here. X is equal to 2, which means there you have 1 and 2. Only the x value, the value of the x, there you have the value of the x is 2. Okay, so simply you can represent it by just mentioning it or just drawing a line on 2, like you can say here this point. So this point is the graph at x is equal to 2. Okay, this is the y-axis, this is the x-axis and y-axis, negative x-axis and negative y-axis. Simply you are representing it on the point 2, because here the value of the x is considered, value of the y is considered 0. Okay, similarly for the fourth part, you will represent it like as there we have y is equal to 3. So you will just draw the 3 lines on the index line of y. So 3, because here only the value of y is given, so x will be considered here 0. You will represent it just as a value of y. I'm just representing it like as, you will understand the concept. This is the x-axis, negative x-axis, y-axis and negative y-axis. Okay, just represent it on y. So I'm just representing it on the y-axis. Similarly for the last, you can represent it like as x-axis, negative x-axis, y-axis, negative y-axis. Now the value of the y is given, so you can say here y is equal to 0, where the value of the y will be 0 also for x, because here the x is 0, you will consider the value of the x is equal to 0, but y is also 0. So where will the both values be 0? At the center, yes, at the origin. There you have, okay, in the center you will have the value of the y is equal to 0. Okay, in the next part, the seventh part of this question, there we have a relation y is equal to 3x. We will draw the graph by the relation. So here you have y is equal to 3x. Okay, you will just put the value of the x by yourself, and the relation will give you the value of the y. Let's see. Okay, if we have the value of the x is equal to 1, and also I am just making a block here in this side. In this block I will just collect the values of the x and y. There we have value of x and value of y. So first value, second value, third value and the fourth value. You will take the fourth values just up to 4. If you want to take the more values, then it is up to you, it is your will. So I will just telling you the concept that how will you find the value of y by putting the value of the x. There we have, when suppose x is equal to 1, because if we will put 0 here, then the both will be 0. At x is equal to 0, y is equal to, y will be 0, because 0 will multiply with 3 and it will give the answer y is equal to 0 when x will be 0. So I am just starting here from x is equal to 1. So if x is equal to 1, then we will get y is equal to 3 into 1 is equal to 3. We will get y is equal to 3. Okay, when x is equal to 2, we will get y is equal to 3 into 2 is equal to 6. When x is equal to 3, we will get here y is equal to 3 into 3 is equal to 9. Okay, Also, if you have x is equal to 4, y is equal to 3 into 4 is equal to 12. So there you have 4 values of x and 4 values of y. You can put it here when x is equal to 1, y is equal to 3. When x is equal to 2, y is equal to 6. When x is equal to 3, y is equal to 9. And when x is equal to 4, y is equal to 12. So you can just draw it on the graph. There you have the lines. Okay, you will draw it easily. The value of the y is up to 12 and x is up to 4. Okay, now this is x-axis, negative x-axis. This is y-axis, negative y-axis. Okay, now I will tell you the value of the x is 1, 2, 3 and 4. You can write 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, on the graph. Also the value of y is up to 12. So you can draw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I am just increasing the line because we have to complete the 12 values. 9, 10, 11, 12. So there you have the arrow. So when the value of the x is 1, the value of the y will be 3, which means there you have the first point there. Okay, when the value of the x is 2, the value of the, okay, let's just write the values first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 and 12. Okay, you can write the values like as. So the value of the x is equal to 2, you will get the value of y is equal to 6. There you have the second point. There you have the second point there. And when the value of the x is equal to 3, the value of y is equal to 9. When x is equal to 3, y is equal to 9. So there is the value of, okay, so there are 3 points. So when the value of the x is equal to 4, y is equal to 12. So there you have the value of 12 there. Okay, now just meet the points. Okay, this one, there you will get a line that will be just a straight line. So it will start from the origin and it is going up to 12. Okay, because we have just taken the 4 values. Also there would be another values up to 4. So you can draw the graph or the relation like as very easily. So in the 10th part, don't be confused. You have to separate the y, like you can write it y is equal to, this will be divided on to another side. It will be written as y is equal to 5 by 3x. So when you will just find the put the value of the x, you will get the value of the y. Similarly, like the previous question have been done. So I will just suggest you to put the value of the x that will that value of the x that will give you the whole number value, not in the decimal point, that will just give you the simplest whole number value. So I suggest you, like I am doing, when suppose I will take the multiples of 3, because 3 is in denominator, so it will cut off the all the values that will be the multiples of the 3. Okay, similarly you can say here, if x is equal to 3, because if you will take x is equal to 0, then whole relation will be 0. So I am taking here, if x is equal to 3, then y is equal to 5 by 3 into 3. Then similarly, simply, okay, you can write it by cutting the 3's as well. Y will be 5. Simple. Okay, so if you are taking x is equal to 6, the multiples of 3, y is equal to 5 by 3 into 6, so you will get here 3 ones are 3 twos are 6, so there you will get 5 twos are 10. The value of the y will be 10. Okay, now if you are taking x is equal to 9, the value of the y will be 3 ones are 3, 3 threes are 9, 5 threes are 15. So the value of the y will be 15 if you are taking it. So similarly, if you are taking x is equal to 12, so y is equal to 5 by 3 into 12, 3 ones are 3, 3 fours are 12, 5 fours are 20. So here the y will be 20 simply. Okay, you will just make a block here for your assistance. Value of the x and value of the y, 1, 2, 3 and 4. When x is equal to 3, y is equal to 5. When x is equal to 6, y is equal to 10. When x is equal to 9, y is equal to 15. When x is equal to 12, y is equal to 20. So there you will draw a graph that will contain the values of x up to 12 and the values of y up to 20. Simply you can create a graph here. Don't worry, it doesn't matter that where have you started the graph. You can also just use the numbers by adding some intervals or creating some, like the values are going up to 12, so you can just create 3, 6, 9, 12. So these intervals are containing the gap of 3, 3, 3, 6, 9 and 12. Okay, all the gaps are same. Similarly for y, you can create 5, 10, 15, 20. So all these gaps are containing interval of 5, 10, 15 and 20 simply. So I will draw when x is equal to 3, y is equal to 5. When x is equal to 3, y is equal to 5. When x is equal to 6, y is equal to 10. So there you have. Okay, when x is equal to 9, y is equal to 15. There you have. And when x is equal to 12 and y is equal to, okay, there you have, y is equal to 20. So there you will just draw. So this line will be, because I am drawing it by hand, by myself, so you can also use the graph paper. Simply you can match these points. Okay, when you will match these points, you will get this line. So this is the x-axis, negative x-axis, y-axis, negative y-axis. So this is the question, this is it. You will solve the questions like that. Okay, there is a question is given. Okay, there is you watching, a question is given, so you will just separate the y, 3x minus 2y plus 1, like 3x plus 1 is equal to 2y. Just place the y on the other side, 3x plus y is equal to 2y. Now we will separate it, 3x plus 1 over 2 is equal to y. Now you can say the y is separated here by putting the value of the x you will get the value of the y. So I will suggest you again, put that value of the x that will give you the whole number value, and if you will get the decimal value, then it will create problem for you that how to just represent it on the graph. Okay, so at this level you have to take concern with the whole number values. So just try to take the take that value of the x that will give you the whole number value of y. Suppose there we have let's see, when I will take here the value of the x is equal to 1, what will be the value of the y? So I will just write the relation like as y is equal to 3x, mean to say you will put the value of the x is equal to 1 plus 1 over 2. So 3 ones are 3 and 1 4, 4 by 2. So there you will write 4 by 2, that will give you the value of the y, that is equal to 2. Okay, by cutting. Similarly, when x is equal to suppose 3, why I'm not taking the x is equal to 2? Because when you will just take the value x is equal to 2, here 3 2s are 6, 6 and 1 7, 7 by 2, that the value will be in decimal or in point or in fraction, that will be the value of the y. So it will be difficult for you to represent that value on the line. So I am suggesting you that you have to concern with the whole value. Okay, now you will just put y is equal to 3 into 3 plus 1 over 2, 3 3s are 9, 9 and 1 10, 10 by 2, that will give you the value of the y is equal to 5. Okay, you will take another values here. So now when x is equal to 5, it will give you y is equal to 3 into 1 3 and 5. Okay, let's see. Five threes are 15 and 1, 16 by 2, that will give you the value of the y, that is equal to 8. Similarly, I will take the last value here, that if you are taking x is equal to 7, then y is equal to 3 into 7 plus 1 over 2, that will give you 3 7s are 21 and 22 by 2, that will be y is equal to 11. Okay, so these four values 1 2 3 and 4, you will get these four values from the x. Now we will draw it on the graph, but there we have made the block, then we will put the values of x and y there. X is equal to 1, y is equal to 2, x is equal to 3, y is equal to 5, x is equal to 5 and y is equal to 8, x is equal to 7 and y is equal to 11. So now we will draw the graph by these values. Okay, now we will draw the graph. Okay. The values of x and y are given. X is equal to 1 and y is equal to 2. So you will just put the first dot here in front of x and y. The second dot will be put when x is equal to 3, y is equal to 5. So second dot will be put y there. Okay, let me tell you, there. Now when x is equal to 5, x is equal to 5 and y is equal to 8, so y is equal to 8, there you have x is equal to 5, another line is there. Okay, also when x is equal to 7, the value of y is equal to 11, 7 and 11, so you will take there the last dot. Okay, now just meet all the points, because I have made it by hand, so the line cannot be straight anymore. So you will just see the line will be like this one. Okay, so the line will be this one, but you can draw from the graph paper. So then you will observe what will be the curve of the line, either it is straight or it is not. Okay, so this is it. Okay, let's move towards the next question. In the next question you have to tell that the given value or the given equation will be parallel to x-axis or not, or will be parallel to y-axis or not. So this is the equation, this is the relation, and you will tell it by using this equation. So solution is that you have to represent it on the graph. So you will just solve it 3 plus 1, because this will 1 will goes to another side. So 2x is equal to 4, x is equal to 4 by 2, x is equal to 2. Now you have the value x is equal to 2, represent it on the graph. X is equal to 2, that is 1 and 2. So if you will just represent it on the x-axis, tell me, is it parallel to x-axis or y-axis? Is it parallel to x-axis or y-axis? It is parallel to y-axis, because these two lines are parallel to each other. Okay, so simply you will write parallel to y-axis. This will be the answer. Okay, simply. Okay, let's check the fourth part of this question. X plus y is equal to 0. So there you will just separate the y, that y is equal to minus x. Now you will put the value of the x, then it will give you the value of the y. So suppose x is equal to 1, so y is equal to minus. When x is equal to 1, so it will give you minus 1. Okay, when x is equal to 2, y will be minus 2. When x is equal to 3, y is equal to minus 3. Okay, similarly when x is equal to 4, y is equal to minus 4. When you will just draw it on the graph, x-axis negative x-axis, y-axis negative y-axis. So the value of x is equal to 1. So there you have 1, 2, 3 and 4 values. 1, 2, 3 and 4 values. The value of the y will be negative, means it will give you minus 1, minus 2, minus 3 and minus 4. So you can write minus 1, minus 2, minus 3 and minus 4 here. So let's just draw and then we will tell. At x is equal to 1, y is also is equal to 1. So first point will come to there. At x is equal to 2, y will also be 2. Second point will be there. At x is equal to 3, y will be also be 3. So third point will be there. At x is equal to 4, y will also be 4. So the fourth point will exist there. When you will just meet all the lines there, so this line is neither parallel to x-axis nor to y-axis. So you will write here neither, which means it is not parallel to x-axis or y-axis. Simple. In the next question, in question number 4, you will just find the value of the m and c by expressing the given equation in the form of y is equal to mx plus c. So this is the equation. You will represent this equation as y is equal to mx plus c. So by this you will find the value of the m and c. Okay, let's try it. You will just separate the y. Let's take these two variables and constants on the other side. So it will become the negative 2x and it will be the positive 1. So y is equal to minus 2x plus 1 over 3. This 3 will be divided on the other side. So I can also write it like as minus 2 by 3 x and plus 1 by 3, because 3 is the part of both the values. So 3 is the denominator, so I have splitted it into the two parts. So I will tell you the value of the m and c, because as you can see, the value which is just written with the x, that is the value of the m, and the value which is just written separately, that is a constant value, and c is representing the constant. So there we have the value of the m. The value of the m is equal to this one, and constant is this one. So you can write value of m is equal to, and c is equal to, like m is equal to -2/3 and c is equal to 1/3. So simply you can find the values of the m and c like this method. Okay, in the next question, in question number 5, simply you have to verify that the given points, that is 2 and 3, is lying on the line or not. How can you check it? By simply putting these values into the equation. If the right side will be equal to left side, then it will be lie on the line, and if it is not, that it will be not lying on the line. Simply you can put the values in the equation. As you know that first value is the value of the x and the second value is the value of the y. So you will simply put 2 into 2 minus 3 in the place of the y, plus 1. 2's are 4 minus 3 plus 1, 4 and 1 5, 5 minus 3, that will be 2. No, you will say no, it is not lying. Okay, it is not lying on the line. Or simply you can just write no. Okay, just no, it is not lying on the line, because you have to just equalize the answer, that will be is equal to 0. If the answer of the right side is equal to 0, then the left will also be 0. In that case the point will lie on the line, otherwise it is not. Okay, let's check the fourth one. So I'm just putting these values into the equation. 2 into 2, the value of the x is equal to 2, minus the value of the y is 5, so minus 5 plus 1. Now 2 2's are 4 minus 5 plus 1, so 1 and 4, 5 minus 5, 0. So you can say yes, it is lying on the line. So fourth one is lying on the line, simply. Also you can do the other parts by the same method, so it will be helpful for you to understand the method completely by yourself when you will done it by yourself. Okay.